Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is how to draft a perfect shoulder dart bustiers. If this is what you like to learn, kindly stop by and watch it. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos, and also turn on the notification bell to be notified each time I uploaded a new video. Let's go there. I have to draw a line as my starting line, and from there I will take all my measurements from my bust, under bust, and to my waistline. My bust is 10 inches, my under bust is 13, and my waistline is 17 inches, and I now have 1 inch allowance, making it 18 inches. I'm done taking the line. Now let me draw them. My bust line, my under bust. Please don't mind my marker, and my waistline. This is my waistline and half-inch allowance. Then after that, I move to my neckline. I'm going by 3 inches, 3 by 3 inches. I'll mark 3 by 3, come down with 3. Then I have to connect the lines with my curved ruler. I will curve my neckline. I will curve my neckline. Then after that, I will go to my shoulder measurement. Okay, let me first of all take my bust pound measurement. My bust is 8. My nipple to nipple is 8 inches. Divided by 4 will give you 4 inches. I will now add half an inch allowance for sewing. Then coming down to my under bust, I will mark 3.5 inches. Down to my waistline, and also to my allowance line. I have to draw the line from my under bust to my bust point. To make sure then I have to measure my shoulder. My shoulder is 16 inches. Divided by 2 will give me 8 inches. From there, since we are doing shoulder dart bustier, I have to divide from my neck. I will have to measure from my neck to my shoulder, and mine is 5 inches, and I divided it by 2, giving me 2.5. Then I have to connect it to my bust point. Connect it to my bust point. Then after that, I will go in. I'll mark 2 inches from my under bust down to my waistline, so to form my. Then I'll come down with half an inch on my nipple go up by half an inch. It makes my bust not to be pointing. It will make it not to point after sewing it. Then I have to connect it from my under bust to my bust point with my curve, because it's the slant curve. You can see the shape of the breast have already come out. Then from my shoulder, I have to mark out 2 inches. Connect it to my bust point. I have to connect it to my bust point. Yes, connect it like this. You can see the shape is already there. I don't want my bust point to my bust to be pointy. That's why I'm using this curve to make sure that place is curvy. You can see it now. Now I have to take my round measurement. I will start from my shoulder. My shoulder is 8 inches. Minus these 2 inches, I have to add it back again. So I will now measure 10. 8 plus 2 inches will give me 10 inches. I have to mark 10 on my shoulder, so that after sewing it, it will come back to the 8 inches. And from there, I will form my new arm. I will form my armhole, because you can see that I have never drawn my armhole. So that from this now, I will draw my armhole. And for you to get your armhole, you have to divide your bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5. Anything you get is what you use for your armhole. And mine is 18. Mine is 8 inches. I have drawn it to form my armhole. To form my armhole. From my armhole, I have to come in by half an inch. First of all, I have to slant my shoulder. By 1 inch. I'm slanting my shoulder by 1 inch. I have to divide my shoulder into 2. I have to divide my armhole into 2. Sorry. And from that point, I have to come in by half an inch to help my armhole curve. To get my armhole curve. From there, I will curve my armhole. As you can see it now, I've already formed my armhole. Then I have to take my other measurement. My bust is 38 inches divided by 2, divided by 4, because any measurement you are doing, you have to divide it by 4. I've now had my sewing allowance. Then I come down to my waist. I'll divide my waist, and I'll add the 2 inches that I mark out as my dart. These 2 inches, I have to add it to my measurement, because if I didn't add it after sewing my measurement, it will be shortened. I'll have to add it, then add my sewing allowance. This is what I'm doing now. Then after I have to connect the lines. Connect all my measurements. Yes. This is all it is. After this now, I have to cut it out. But before cutting it, I have to underline label the bust point, underbust, and the half length and others. So some people will know where this is. Now this one is my bust point, underbust, my waistline, and my allowance line. So after that, I'm going to cut it pieces them, so you can see how to cut it out if you are done making your own. So guys, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and also like and share. Thank you. See you in my next video. Thank you.